Coucou mes puces, so back for another foundation review Monday. I think if I'm not mistaken, this may be the last foundation review Monday for a little while. I think I'm out of stuff to test. So let me know whether or not you want to know down below like a top. I know traditionally people on YouTube do top 5. I think I'm probably at a top 3, but let me know if you guys want to see that kind of a video. I can give you my recommendations. Because through the series, there's a word that's escaping me right now, but through the process of testing in all these foundations, some were samples, some were full size but went back, some didn't work, some I passed along. Anyways, I definitely have not kept or purchased the full size of every single foundation I've tested, because I think there's like 30 videos of foundation reviews that I have, or something ridiculous like that. So I definitely have a more small list of ones that I keep on rotation in my like daily use. So let me know, long intro, but let me know if you guys want to see that video of what my top ones are down below. Anyways, today let us talk about the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. This one I had actually not bought, but gotten a sample of and tested like almost a year ago, right at the beginning of my channel. And I think, I was not a huge fan of it. And I think part of the reason for that was because I didn't know how to apply it well. So I'll go over that in a second. And my shade was too light for me. So I had Deauville in that one, which is too light. And this one that I have now is in Fiji, which is what I'm wearing today. And I find it to be a really great shade for me. So I picked this up when I was in Vegas. I have a NARS haul that I can link down below, but it was one of those things where we were going to a show. I got like a makeover at the NARS store. A lot of shopping happened. I'm very grateful for all of it, but it was not something I'm expecting to pick up. Anyways, so the other thing that I didn't want to tell you guys about is there's a pump on this one. The Sheer Glow, none of the NARS foundation actually come with pumps, and I went on a hunt throughout all of Vegas and then all of Calgary when I was back home in Canada to find a pump for this guy, and no one had a pump anywhere to be found. You could order it off the US website, but to ship it to me in Canada was ridiculous. So one of the cool things about being here in the UK is that I found one online for £3. It's like a NARS pump, and I have been enjoying using it with a pump a lot more. When I did meet one of the NARS makeup artists, I think it was back in Canada, she said that the reason that they don't have pumps on them is because there are active ingredients in the foundation, and so you're supposed to mix it before you use it every time to activate those active ingredients. And then the second thing is that she was saying that the way that it's formulated without a pump intentionally, again, is because we tend to use too much foundation. So when you open it and you shake it, whatever, like that little circle that's left on the palm of your hand, that's as much as you should be using. You should be using no more than that. So the lack of pump was for those two reasons. Now that being said, I can really appreciate what she was saying, but I don't like putting foundation on with my hands. So I've really been enjoying using it with a pump a lot more. I know there's also another company that just sells pumps. I think Danny from Coffee Break with Danny was talking about them. I'll try to find the link for them and put it down below. But if you are in the UK, I got my pump from Space NK online for £3. So anyways, long ramble, but this is it on my face today. I'm going to jump to a demo of me applying it. And so remember I told you about that application tip that I was going to share with you? It's coming at you right now. You don't want to put too much of it. No more than one full pump for your whole face, even if you want to go for a full coverage. The problem with applying too much more than that is you're going to get cakey. It's going to feel heavy on your face. It's just not going to be pretty. But with a max of one whole pump, it blends really easy. So I hope the demo is showing it, but it blends really easily. It's nice and lightweight, and it gives a solid coverage with that one pump. If you own half a pump, you could get more of a sheer coverage. Now, what I will say is that the tip that the makeup artist gave me and the way that I've been using it is use your concealer then on top of your foundation to get yourself to a full coverage. I think if you try to get a full coverage with this by yourself, you're going to just get a really cakey look. So use again your concealer to bump up that coverage in the areas you need it. So I have some spots over here and on my chin, just a lot of stress with the move and all that kind of good stuff. So I've just been using a concealer to spot treat all those guys, and it's been working out really well that way. It is a dewier finish foundation, which is not new to me, but a little bit different to me because I do genuinely, I don't know why I've been liking matte finishes, but I will say that this has a little bit of a dewiness, not so much that it's almost like an oiliness. It has a nice dewiness to it, but a dewiness nonetheless. NARS do make a matte version of this foundation. I haven't yet tried it out just because I have other matte foundations I love, but you could do that if you wanted a more matte finish. It does not oxidize on me. I will say that though that the shade Fiji, which I have on, is more yellow tone. Now Deauville, which I had tested out earlier, is more of a neutral to cool tone, like almost a pink tone. Fiji's yellow tone. So they do run different. You know what I mean? Like Deauville is what, like if it was shade 1, for example, it's not, but you know what I mean? The shade up from that is Fiji. One is cool and one is warm, so you have to sort of go and color match yourself, not only to figure out what actual color is best suited to your shade, but also what, like, warm or cool. Do you know what I mean? You have to figure it out. They're not consistently warm or cool. No oxidization. I really like how long wear it is, so I, with a setting spray, can easily get 12 hours of wear out of it. I've worn it without a setting spray and I'll get 6 to 8 hours of wear. I don't have problems with makeup not lasting on me. Like most foundations, at least the ones that I like, last on me a solid 6 hours. This one lasted longer than most is what I would say. About an hour or 2 longer than most. So definitely give it a try if you want something for longevity and something that doesn't oxidize. In terms of how it reacted, the other thing that I did notice is the way it reacted with spots on my face. So I will say that in areas where I had like fresh breakouts, the oils from there did sort of eat at my foundation a little bit more than obviously on areas where I didn't have that. Not that I noticed that right off the bat, but about 4 to 6 hours into wearing it, those spots just started to show up and that foundation started to rub off in those areas. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to tell you. It is showing up here on the Sephora website for $67 Canadian. Yes, even though I'm here, I'm still going to go to the Canadian Sephora website. For 1 ounce of product, I believe. 1 ounce of product, 17 different shades to try out, but definitely my tip would be try and get color match just because it acts weird with how cool and warm they run. But overall, I have genuinely really been excited by this foundation. It's one that I have been keeping in my collection, really enjoying. And now that I have the pump, there's nothing really stopping me from reaching for it, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's the review on this foundation. This is the first foundation review Monday that we film in this location, so I think I'm a little off. But any questions, concerns, whatever experiences you've had with it, leave those down for us below in the comment section. Let's do 3 points of positivity and I will be done for the day. My first point of positivity is finally going to a movie. I haven't been to a movie in a while. Like, I'm the kind of girl, when I say a while for me, I'm the type of girl that goes to the movie theater basically every weekend. So the fact that I haven't been in a while has been throwing me off. We finally went out to the movies. We saw Gone Girl, and I'm not quite sure how I feel about that movie yet. So if any, I'm not going to give it away as a spoiler alert in case anyone hasn't seen it yet. But for any of you that want to discuss what you thought of the movie, let's talk about that down below because I'm still sort of confused about how I feel. But I was excited to go to a movie theater and have really horrible movie popcorn, and just that whole experience made me very happy. My second point of positivity is I went clothes shopping with my sister. I needed just a few basics, so I bought some like black pants and a sweater or something. I have my eye on a couple interesting pieces, so if I come across some more fun pieces and consolidate, I might film another lookbook. Hopefully, we'll try. But for now, it was just really fun to sort of hang out and go shopping and doing things. Like, it's weird. It's not like I've moved to some very different kind of place, but it feels very different in its own way. And so doing anything that I would sort of do at home, it's giving me a sense of normalcy, which is making me feel more at home here. So I think that's why I really had a good time shopping the other day. And then my third point of positivity is starting to cook just a little bit. Again, getting used to my new setup here, but it is nice to feel like I can be more independent, and again, getting back in the groove of things and trying to be healthy to keep my energy levels up. All good things. But please, as always, let me know what has been making you guys smile down in that comment section below. I'm gonna leave you guys, but not without reminding you, no, first, not without thanking you for being here, and then reminding you that life is just too short to wear boring lipstick. Bye, guys.